Alright, so what we have here today is a Lil Deuce. And I will leave a link to this frame in the description. It's a pretty cool frame, and there's just so many different ways to stack it and mount it, and different parts you can use. It's pretty cool. But here it is. I think I showed it actually in another video real quick. It has the 9x9 hole pattern, so it'll take any 1102, 1103, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 2 millimeters thick. Let's check what it is motor to motor. It's probably around 110 or something. Yep, it actually is 110. Alright, so 110 motor to motor. It's a True X, and there's tons of stuff that you can order for it, for as far as camera mounting, VTX, and receiver mounting, stuff like that. I went with this option. This is a canopy that you can buy on his website. I think it's called the Racing Pod or Racing Canopy. It's basically for using a 16x16 stack, and then like a EOS 2 or Runcam Nano type 14mm wide camera. This is the Runcam Nano 2 that's in here. These motors are the DYS 1102 7800 kV. You don't see too many people using these motors. They're really good motors though. I've used the DYS 1102 10,000 kVs on tons of Raycon 76s and other quads. They're really good motors. They're really durable, lots of power, efficient, all that stuff. Everything is just perfect. So I thought 1102s would be perfect on here. There's so many prop choices too. This can take, I believe, up to 2.5 inch. Or no, is it 3 inch? Let's check that real quick. Because I don't know actually. Let me grab a 3 inch prop and we'll see. I'm just so used to 2.5 inch because of the toothpick and pickle and shit, but I think it will take a 3 inch. Yeah, it'll take a 3 inch. Perfect. It's about there in the middle. Well, maybe not. Yeah, well, actually, that's awesome. It will take a 3 inch. That's crazy. The thing with that is, though, if you're going to go this route and you want to run a 3 inch, you might want to stick to like 1S, maybe 2S. Depends on your motors and props you're going to use. Most likely, if you were going to use 3 inch, you'd probably be going with like the Rotor X 3025s or Gym Fan 3025s, the 2-blade. This stack is the iFlight Success Micro, which is a 12 amp 2 to 4S. But I would definitely not use this prop right here in my hand if I was going to use 3 inch, because this will definitely go over 12 amp if you're using 2, maybe 3S, for sure 3S, possibly 2S. I don't know, it'd be close, but the props that are on here now are the Cyclones 20, are they 2035? Yeah, 2035s. 4-blade. So this would be a pretty decent prop for this on 2S. Also, the Rotor X 2535s would probably be like the best option for this. Running a 2.5 inch 7800 kV on 2S would be pretty awesome. It would be really awesome. And then on 3S, it would just be ridiculously insane. And there's so many different variations you could go with this. I mean, so many. You could run 1S with a 3 inch prop. You might even be able to do this 3 inch prop on 1S. That would just be crazy, but it would be pretty cool. This frame's been around for a while. There's been a lot of changes to it, a lot of different prints for it. Let me show you what it comes with. And there's different options that you can buy. If you buy just like there's a regular one, and it'll come with, oh shit, where are those, damn it? Hold on. Here they are. If you buy the regular one, it'll come with these 2 pieces only. And the frame, that's it. And this is for a all-in-one camera. So it would just stick right up in there. The lens would be like flush with the front. And then, you know, the AIO camera would just sit right here. That would go on top of like your whoop style, as well as 16x16 mounting. Pretty cool. Really nice printing too. They do really good printing. This, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it must be like a spacer for the ESC or something like that you would want to put on the bottom first. So yeah, that's all it comes with. Or there's like another kit that you can get that includes like 10 different TPU pieces. This is for Robert. I said some of the parts, but I'll go through them all real quick. So, DYS 1102 7800 kV motors, iFlight Success Micro Stack, Crossfire Nano, Unify Pro 32, Axi Micro, and Runcam Nano 2. I believe that's it. So, I got a battery pad on the bottom here, so you're going to want to peel that plastic off before you stick your battery on it. It'll stick on there real nice. Alright, let me get a battery here. I already have it bound up to my radio. It's very easy to bind up. I'm not sure if you've ever bound up Crossfire before or not, so I'll try to help you with that. First of all, you got to make sure you have Crossfire in your radio. And there's tons of videos on doing that if you don't have it on there already. Let me know and I can link you. I believe Josh Bardwell has a really good video on that. And once you have it on there, you're going to hold down menu, press page to go to what's on your SD card. And there's Crossfire, so you're going to click on that, go down to crossfire.lua, and then you're going to hold down enter until this pops up, and then you're going to click enter again to choose execute. But first I'm going to plug the quad in. And then click execute, and then you see, well, yours won't be bound yet, so you'll only have micro TX, so you're going to click on that, then you're going to go down to binding, click bind. And then it's either going to say update, and then you hit enter to update it, or it's just going to say bound. And then once it is bound, you push exit, and then you'll have Nano RX. You can click on that, and that's where you're going to change your VTX. So you can change the band, channel, power level. And I already unlocked the VTX, so it'll go up to 400 milliwatts. You can just set it to 800, and that'll set it to 400. And it's instant too. Whenever you click on this stuff, it just instantly goes to it. So let me show you real quick on F1. So if I take my radio, click on the channel and change it to 7, for example, you can now see that it's no longer on F1. So let's change it to F7. And there you go. So it's instant, which is awesome. So that's where you're going to do all that. Alright, it's already bound up to my radio. So you see the video works. I showed you how smart audio works. Next I'll show you how to get into the OSD menu. I think this battery was dead, but we'll try it. Okay, so it's on there now. So to go into your OSD, you go throttle middle, yaw left, pitch forward, and you see it brings up that menu. And then you can use the right stick to go down and then go over to pick it. There's smart audio, but it's not in there because it's in Crossfire. So that's where you do all your PIDs and OSD stuff. Okay. All right. So next we'll do a hover and we'll get this thing shipped out to you. I have not hovered this yet, so hopefully it's good to go. Here we go. Ooh, it's so quiet. Oh yeah. It's super quiet, man. Just insanely quiet. It's flying so nice. The battery's dead though, so. It's starting to drop. Yeah. It's flying very nice, very smooth, and very quiet. This thing is super nice, man. So there's the little deuce for you. I love that you can use a battery strap on it. I got this at Flynoceros. They have these super tiny ones. So I think that's everything. The bind button for the Crossfire, if you did need to push it, which you shouldn't, but if you did need to, it's right here out in the open, so very easy to push. You shouldn't ever need to push the button on the VTX, but if you did need to, the button is right here. Very easy to access. Okay. And then, like I said, I have your the AKK camera. I got your Crossfire, Immortal T, some other TPU pieces, and then the TPU pieces that came with it. So there you go, man. I'll get it boxed up and send you over tracking as soon as I have it. All right, thanks.